Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Oluchi Otwama and I am a professional makeup artist based in Lagos, Nigeria. I saw that our subscribers grew a bit from the last video. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. Today's video is a client transformation process. um this gorgeous client, she booked our services for 3 days, and this day was day 2. It was for her birthday dinner. Thing is, I don't get to film my client most of the time because some of them, they're not comfortable with cameras. So I always get to ask, do you want me to film, do you want me not to film? And whenever you give me the go ahead and say, okay, go ahead, do what you want, I am always very happy about it. And that was exactly what happened that day. She told me to go ahead, and of course I had to film. I did her skin prep off camera. This is not like a detailed makeup routine video because there were some process that I skipped because I was just trying to beat time. For her foundation, I used L'Oreal and V Beauty foundation. I cannot remember the shade because it's been a while now. V Beauty is a Nigerian brand, while L'Oreal is a drugstore product. I always like to mix my foundation with L'Oreal to give it that watery, that liquid kind of look, and not make the foundation too thick on the client's face. For blending the foundation into her skin, I use a damp beauty blender, and for setting the foundation, I use the Omari Code setting spray in Radiant. Omari Code, their spray is so amazing, really, really nice, and I love how it just makes everything melt into the skin. And so we moved over to blush. For blush, you know that I most of the time I use lip palette, lip stains for my blush. I do not have like a specific liquid blush that I use. Any lip palette that I know that it is okay, I use, and it always get the job done. Lip palette, lip stains, yeah, very amazing. And so for highlighting her T-zones under her eyes, her forehead, nose, and other places that I need to highlight, I use the Noban Beauty Concealer. Here I use the 043. I think it's just Noban Beauty that I used, 043 and 045, to highlight the part of her face that I need to highlight. And I am just blending. My client is the kind of client that gist a lot, so a friend was also in the room, so she was gisting with her friend and also talking to me. It kind of make me feel comfortable, like the room is not entirely quiet and I'm just doing my thing. It made the whole process fun. It made me relax, it made her relax, and I love it. So to set her face, I'm using melanin powder. I use the shade warm. I'm using warm and medium. I just touch them interchangeably and then just press it onto her face. While applying the powder, I made sure to check to see if the powder is too light compared to what she wants, and I am doing this with the help of my flat fluffy brush from Noban Beauty. Noban Beauty, their brush set amazing, concealer amazing, powder amazing, love it. I use most of their products, so I can always testify of their products. So I am still applying powder on her face before moving to the next step. For setting under her eyes, I use the Sasha Buttercup. It has a yellow undertone. I'm using that, or rather I use that alongside with Nobam Beauty loose powder in Sienna. So I'm just applying that under the eyes, and I'm kind of doing like a lifted look with the powder. Yeah, so I did the same thing for the other part of her face. I did the same thing for the areas basically where I highlighted previously. When I was done with her nose contour, I went over her face with the powders that I used previously, Milani in warm and medium, and I applied some powder blush from the classic blush palette. I sprayed her face. I did her brow and eyeshadow off camera. For the eyeshadow, it was just a nude look. I decided to add a little bit of spice to the eyeshadow, so I smudge out the eyeshadow at the outer corner of her eyes with a black pencil to give it a lifted look kind of vibe, and she loved it. I love the outcome. So I'm just blending her face generally. I'm applying some more blush on her cheek, and then I opted to blend it with the powder brush I used. So for her lips, like I said earlier, she wanted a nude lip stain, matte, no gloss, and she just wants something very subtle on her lips. The first thing I did was to cleanse her lip. I applied a lip balm, and I went on to line her lips with the Eye Magic lip palette. There is this brown shade in the palettes, and also the light pink shade that I use is also in the palette as well. So I blended the lips all together, and I love the outcome. I actually asked her if it was okay if she wanted me to add some more colors to her lips, and then she said no. So we proceeded to finishing up the entire look. The next thing I did was to go in with my cheek glaze. The one I used was from TM Essential in Sculpted. I didn't want to apply highlighter to her cheek because she has acne, so there was no need for me to pronounce it. The cheek glaze was just fine. If you have watched to this point, thank you guys so much. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video, like this video, share your thought with me. What do you guys think about the finished look? I would love to hear from you. See you guys in my next video.